We cheated death. I mean, we absolutely 100% cheated death. We all knew in our heart of hearts, we were not going to see the sun come up the next morning. When we made that breakout through enemy lines, I remember quite vividly being so scared. My name is William Bill Albracht, or many people know me just by my call sign of Vietnam, which was Hawk. So I arrived in Vietnam in August. I turned 21 mid-August and became 03 captain a couple weeks later. So I went to Bù Prang, which was a very, very hot area in southern Tu Quoc up in the Central Highlands. I went there and we were preparing for an onslaught. This is the time of year, fall, early fall, and into the fall is when the North Vietnamese came after the rainy season, and they would come down in one of their offensive. And everything but everything was pointing that there was a massive buildup coming down from the north. I started making preparations and getting everybody, we'd spike the tubes with thermite grenades. We started destroying all the documents, smashing all the radios we had then. And we had to do this very low profile was because the NVA they were looking right at us. They could see us. So we had to do this very surreptitiously. I'm starting to hear things at the other end. So I ran to the other end of the south end of the camp, and the NVA were starting their assault, where you could hear them clipping the wires, and it was a very steep assault. You could hear the little sandals ruffling through there. So I came back and I said, boys, we're going, and we're going now. So we had to leave without any kind of air support whatsoever, and right down Ambush Hill. I said, Lord, I know that tonight's the night. I know that. You know what? I'm okay with this. But just let me do one thing. Let me get as many of these fine, brave young men to safety as I can before you take me, and then I'm ready to go. I was no longer afraid. I was no longer anything but, let's go, let's take care of business. And we stepped off into the night.
Shadow 6-1, Spooky 4-1, Victor. 1.
All right, you'll be advised we're at 9.5 at the present time.
Roger, sir. Thank you much.
Spooky 4-1, this is Chicken Hawk.
Roger, Chicken Hawk, this is 4-1, go.
Steve, we heard him talk to you once. I tried to call him back, couldn't get an answer.
Chicken Hawk, Spooky 4-1, Fox Mike.
Roger. Have you up there. About how far are you from my location?
Stand by 1, Chicken Hawk, Spooky 4-1, Fox Mike. Chicken Hawk, Spooky 4-1. Okay, Chicken Hawk, we're about 15 minutes out, over. Chicken Hawk, Spooky 4-1, Fox Mike.
Okay, Spooky 4-1.
Chicken Hawk, Spooky 4-1.
Spooky 4-1, Spooky 4-1, this is the Hawk. I'm taking some.
Correction, okay, buddy. We're